Every hero needs a villain, and football is no exception, with its fair share of them. In the world of football, we find an abundance of cheats, traitors and egos who have their admirers, but at the same time, they are reviled by many more. Starting with the most recent one, and oh boy, Kylian Mbappe has made it to the front page. Once, Kylian was considered a hero at PSG, but recent comments against the French club have cast him in a different light. After announcing that he wouldn't renew his contract with PSG, Mbappe referred to the club as a diverse team during an interview. 6 PSG players reportedly expressed their discontent to club president Al Khelaifi about his remarks. Plus, the former PSG director Leonardo warned his former club about the Mbappe situation. He stated that for the good of PSG, it was time for Mbappe to leave regardless of the circumstances. Moreover, PSG's intentions of selling Mbappe became evident when they left him out of their pre-season tour to Japan. Well, it appears that the new villain in Paris has emerged and he's about to be offloaded. But he's not the only forward to face a similar kind of situation. In fact, Lewandowski might relate to Mbappe's situation. Lewandowski had been a force at Bayern for 8 dedicated years. However, the way things ended had a negative impact on his legacy at the club. The media heavily covered the fallout as the striker expressed himself strongly, even admitting to not feeling passionate about football in Munich. The whole saga was messy, with various reasons surfacing for the strained relationship between player and club. There were reported conflicts with the coach, the club's secret approach to Haaland, and Lewandowski's waning motivation to continue in Germany. In multiple interviews, Lewandowski repeatedly expressed his desire to go, making the situation uglier than it needed to be. And after Lewandowski left Bayern to join Barca, Bayern fans and the club began to view him as a villain. The manner of his departure and his choice to join the rival team left a bitter taste in the mouths of the once adoring supporters. Speaking of Bayern, when João Cancelo moved on loan to Bayern, it caused controversy at the Etihad. Sources revealed that Pep wasn't pleased with Cancelo's attitude and decided to offload him temporarily. This came against the backdrop of Cancelo proving his worth as a sensational left-back for Man City. Interestingly, his move to Bayern somewhat turned him into a villain, especially in Pep's eyes. To add to the irony, he was benched in Germany, Bayern ultimately deciding not to sign him permanently. However, now City has provided him with some playing time during the pre-season, leaving the question of whether he can once again transform into a hero. Elsewhere, when Aubameyang was made Arsenal captain, the fans were thrilled as they had not been in favour of Xhaka being awarded the armband. Aubameyang had been a fan favourite for some time. However, later, Arteta decided to remove him from the captaincy, citing disciplinary issues likely linked to his decision to get a tattoo despite COVID restrictions. This became one of the lowest points in Aubameyang's otherwise long and successful career at Arsenal. Consequently, he decided to leave the club and join Barcelona on deadline day. But no one could have foreseen that Ronaldo's second stint at United might turn out to be the biggest mistake of his life. Initially, CR7 was like a bombshell in his opening few matches during his United 2.0 journey. However, problems arose with managers, and his infamous interview with Piers Morgan, where he criticised the club's sporting facilities, did not sit well with the fans or the management. Moreover, leaving the match against Spurs before the final whistle added to the controversy, making him possibly perceived as a villain. Pogba too may have gone through the same trauma at the Theatre of Dreams. Pogba, a product of United's renowned academy system who made his senior debut under Sir Alex Ferguson in 2011, was regarded as a serious Ballon d'Or contender upon his return to Manchester in 2016. During his time at Man United, he was widely seen as a team leader, but issues arose when he felt the club was delayed in offering him a contract extension. Pogba was determined to prove that United had made a big mistake by allowing him to reach free agency and questioned why they hadn't offered him a new contract earlier. His dissatisfaction with the situation at United was evident, and he expressed his frustrations in his documentary titled The Pogmentary, where he placed the blame on the club for the way things had unfolded. What a waste of talent. Everyone expected him to be a hero, but he turned out to be a zero. Another player who might be facing the same uncertain situation is Lukaku. Romelu Lukaku had always talked about his strong commitment to Inter. In January, Lukaku told Sky Italia that he hoped to stay with the club, considering Inter to be everything to him. Beppe Marotta, the Inter CEO, believed in Lukaku's words and made efforts to support his long-term stay. he mentioned Lukaku's love for the club shirt and his comfort at Inter in an interview with Radio Rai towards the end of last season. However, Lukaku made a decision that disappointed Inter fans. Despite the support he received from the Ultras group, the Curva Nord, Lukaku reportedly aimed to move to Inter's arch-rival Juventus. The choice led to the Ultras expressing their disapproval, stating that they expected more honesty and transparency from him. They expressed their feelings, acknowledging that they had protected him like a son, but felt disappointed by his actions, which they perceived as driven by money. Having discussed various footballers who turned into villains due to their actions, another notable example is Thibaut Courtois. After serving as Chelsea's first-choice keeper for 4 years, he made a controversial move to Real Madrid just after the 2018 FIFA World Cup, leaving Stamford Bridge behind. While Courtois was popular among Chelsea fans during his time at the club, his behaviour during the transfer to Madrid was seen as unprofessional, leaving a bitter taste among the supporters. Furthermore, in a UEFA Champions League edition, he further provoked Chelsea fans by kissing the Real Madrid badge in front of them, adding fuel to the fire. Likewise, Gareth Bale joined the Madrid ranks at the same time as one of the most expensive players of all time, and the boy from Wales did not disappoint. Bale's quality on the pitch yielded the 2014 Copa del Rey, and not to forget that he scored the crucial goal against Atletico in the 2014 Champions League final. However, despite all that, Madrid fans still turned on him, especially towards the end of his career. The controversy came to a head in November 2019 when Bale held up a flag that said Wales, Golf, Madrid, in that order, after Wales qualified for Euro 2020. This gesture was seen by many as a sign of disrespect to Real Madrid, and it led to even more criticism from fans and the Spanish media. Such controversies coupled with injuries made Bale a villain at the Bernabeu and probably became a reason for his departure from Real Madrid. Lastly, Neymar is also perceived as a villain at PSG. Fans even protested outside his house, and numerous injuries have affected his reputation. When he arrived from Barcelona in a massive move, Paris was overjoyed. But currently, he's seen as the bane of Paris City. It seems that he will stay for at least one more season, but with Mbappe likely to leave and Messi already gone, it remains to be seen whether he can overcome his negative image. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Also turn on the bell notifications so you never miss out on new content, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.